The sense of stability in the boardroom is reflected in the team. The core of it is an impressively solid defence, centring on Willie Miller and Alec McLeish, and that man who sometimes seems as rare in Scottish football as an orchid in the Arctic, a very good goalkeeper.
We wouldn't have the performances on the park and the performances at training if there wasn't a lot of harmony in the club, and we've got a lot of respect and faith in the manager, and he'd likewise, so it rubs off on a Saturday.
And there's Willie Miller in the outside right position. Let's see what his cross is. Right, that's not bad at all. Black! Oh, superbly in. From Willie Miller.
Well, we seem to get on okay on the park. I think maybe we got on better off the park as well. We share a room together and we got on well. Alex, he's a bit of a comedian. I'm the quiet one in the partnership, so I just leave it to Alex.
I helped to carry his wallet.
Aberdeen publicly declared their equality with the Old Firm at Gothenburg in 1983. They survived some bad moments to go on and win the final of the European Cup Winners' Cup, defeating probably the most celebrated club team in the world, Real Madrid.
And your heart was in your mouth, and the next minute the referee's blowing whistle for time up. And I remember get off the bench, and we all sprung off the bench, and I slipped, and the whole staff just ran over the top of me. It was just a release of tension and everything, and knowing that you'd achieved something quite unique.
Dundee United, another team from the East Coast, have competed with Aberdeen in threatening the supremacy of the Old Firm. Their keen competitiveness has won them 2 Scottish League Cups and 1 League Championship in the last 6 seasons. They're a side who refuse to be intimidated by reputations, and the skillful vigour of the challenge they offer every season has enlivened the game in Scotland. The source of their commitment is one of the most enigmatic figures in Scottish football, their manager Jim McLean. His team and Alec Ferguson's Aberdeen have been called the New Firm.
Well, I mean, I think I appreciate the job he's got. It's a hard job, and I think he appreciates the job I've got. It's hard, because it's hard to win things in Scotland against the Old Firm, you know. So their jobs are not unlike, you know. And we go back a long time to the coaching schools, and he stole all my ideas that day. But he tells you the other story, of course. But no, I think that we've gone with a lot of the managers, and Jim's a very intense person. He's totally devoted to the game, and as I am too, so that we have a good relationship.
But while the similarities between the 2 managers of the New Firm are real enough, there is one significant difference. Dundee United's success has been achieved without the financial resources of Aberdeen. For Jim McLean's team to have won as much as they have is remarkable.
We at Dundee United know that we're a provincial club. We're in a different league entirely from the Rangers, Celtic and the Aberdeens financially. We don't fear them when we play them in games and whatever, but without any shadow of doubt, we have the same problems as most other managers in the league.
The way Dundee United's problems have been solved on the field has a lot to do with the obsessive dedication of their manager. He has painstakingly welded a successful team together over years.
The players are now mates, you know. It's not like some clubs, you know, you leave at training and that's you. You don't see your your fellow teammates until the next day. Here it's completely different. I think also the players that Mr. McLean picks for the club, they don't have to be just football players. Their attitude has to be good. They have to be of good character and everything else. And I think it's now a family that he's brought all these boys together. For so long we've played together, 6, 7, 8 years together, you know, and I think that is another aspect of why we've been successful.
Like most families, Dundee United put on their best face in public, but relations with the father figure are not always as harmonious as the play.
We don't really, for a working relationship, they just do what they like, and I take credit when they win and I blame them when we get beat. But I don't think if you're a manager that... somebody said to me really early in my career, that, do you not think you're a wee bit hard on them? I says, no way. I says, I am hard on them. I said, because I've decided that I don't know how successful I'll be as a manager, but there's one thing certain, they'll know exactly what I'm thinking, whether they like it or whether they don't. And if I try to PE with them and keep in with them, then at the end of the day, I know too many people that's out of the game at the moment that have been really nice people and definitely know quite a bit about football, and they're out of the game. So as far as I'm concerned, it's like any manager's job. You do the job to the best of your capabilities, and at the end of the day, you must be 100% honest. That's the part that the players don't like, although I hope that they have respected it over the years. I know that the players that have left here are far more appreciative of these factors than probably some of the ones that's now had it for 10, 12 years, because it's a long time to hear me moaning.
When he come to the club, his methods, even at the moment, a lot of, we don't get on with him at times with our fallouts and that, but he's a hard man to deal with. But everybody respects him for what he's done for the club and for the players individually and as a team. I think if it hadn't been for him, in fact, we know if it hadn't been for him, we wouldn't have got where we are at the moment, He wants to win every game, he wants to be perfect, he wants his players to be perfect.
Jim McLean's a disciplinarian. He's a very hard man. He expects 100% from everybody because he gives 100%. And I've always found him to be, as everybody says, him a very honest man who gives 100% and expects it back and looks for perfection.
But what do you look for? Half perfection. As far as I'm concerned, I'll keep aiming to be looking for perfection. And as long as the players don't watch this programme, I'm not really expecting them to be perfect. But if I try and look for less than that, they'll definitely give me less, because there's no way they're going to make me smile.
Milne wriggles clear, might just get the chip, and he does. He's scored. Oh, what a great...
Dundee United and Song are among the most fluidly creative teams in the Scottish game. It is one of the mysteries of Jim McLean's career that such exciting football should emerge from such a dour philosophy.
Watch you don't catch me smiling now. Spoil 14 years' work.
Jim McLean's 14 years' work has contributed something important not only to Dundee United, but to football generally. The focus of football in Scotland has tended to ignore the smaller teams. Jim McLean's achievement reminds us of their importance. Dundee United's success gives hope to those fans who have kept the faith for years on dull winter days. Maybe someday their vigil will be rewarded, and their team too will come good at last.